My grief counsellor died recently, but luckily he was so good I didn't give a shit. The young couple next door to me have recently made a sex tape. I mean, obviously they don't know that yet. The other day, a woman described me as a bit of a looker. Yeah. Well, voyeur was the actual word that she used. No need to split hairs, is there? It still counts. I used to go out with a parachutist with IBS, but she shat on me from a great height. I think it's sad the word legend has been devalued from pulling a sword from a stone to unexpectedly returning with crisps. I hired a landscape gardener, but he said he couldn't help as my garden was portrait. Every Christmas Day, we always have pigs in blankets, or as you probably call it, relatives sleeping in the spare room. It's tradition in our family that we always have a Christmas jumper, and then it's my job to talk them down. I went on a barging holiday. I haven't got a boat. I just kept pushing people into canals. I don't like to eat anything labelled reformed ham, as I think it's unfair that the pigs are slaughtered after they've got their lives back on track. This morning I made a Belgian waffle. In the afternoon I made a Frenchman talk bollocks. I went to see the stalactites at Cheddar Gorge, and our guide asked us not to try and crack one off, and she wasn't even that attractive. I still managed. It was very dark. This morning I went to a meeting of my premature ejaculators support group. Yeah, it turns out it's tomorrow. A couple of the gentlemen there started clapping before the end of that joke, which is ironic. I do appreciate that. Our 6-year-old refuses to eat anything other than alphabeti spaghetti. Luckily he's dyslexic, so we just buy him normal spaghetti. What's this as well? I've got the memory of an elephant. I remember one time I went to the zoo and saw an elephant. I was disappointed to find that Dunkirk wasn't actually a biography of William Shatner. I accidentally kicked my dog early and it bit me on the bollocks. My mate said it's karma. I said, no, if anything, it's even more angry. I tell you what always catches my eye, short people with umbrellas. I put on a lot of weight, so I rang up Weight Watchers. I said, it's an emergency, can you send somebody round? And they said, yes, we can, we got loads of them. I was actually thrown out of Weight Watchers for making sarcastic comments at the weekly weigh-in. As you can imagine, I accepted the decision with huge grace, because they threw her out as well. I was watching TV, the announcer said there's a documentary about the clitoris on the red button, but I couldn't find it. I was in a fancy lingerie shop. I said, are these knickers satin? He said, no, they're new. I didn't know what to get my little niece for Christmas, so I asked my sister what she's into. Apparently at the moment she's mad about frozen stuff, so I got her some oven chips and peas. It's been a tough week. I got myself a memory foam mattress and now it's trying to blackmail me. As a child I was made to walk the plank. We couldn't afford a dog. went on a positive thinking course. It was shit. You would be. And it was half empty. The area in a Nando's between the front and back door is called a peri-perineum. The doctor told me to lose some weight. I said, how? He said, don't eat anything fatty. I said, what, pies, chips, that sort of thing? He said, no, just don't eat anything fatty. Old lady names are very much back in fashion at the minute, like Lily or Elsie or Rose, and we wanted something like that for our daughter, but we couldn't decide, so in the end we just called her Nan. So we should grow into it. If you watch a porn film backwards, it's about a man who hoovers spunk off a woman. Then breaks her washing machine and leaves. Done it. A friend of mine had a penis extension. Now his house looks really stupid. I was in a sex shop. I saw a dildo described as 9 inches long and realistic. I thought, well, which is it? As a family, we couldn't decide whether to have Nana buried or cremated, so in the end, we let her live. My granddad went down in history, and on one occasion, fingered a girl in geography. I remember sitting in psychology class learning about Pavlov, thinking, no stupid dogs. And then the bell went and we all had lunch. Red sky at night, light of shorter wavelengths is being dissipated by water vapour and atmospheric dust. Red sky in the morning, same. There's only one thing I don't like about Halloween, which is... I thought PPI was just something you could get if you didn't wear goggles at the swing baths. My girlfriend's dog died, so to cheer her up, I got her an identical one. She was livid. What am I going to do with 2 dead dogs? I bought a chocolate bar, on the inside of the wrapper it said, you're a loser. I wouldn't have minded if there'd been some sort of competition on. To make things worse, it was a boost. A Christian friend of mine said that sex between 2 men was wrong in their eyes. I said, you're quite right, it's supposed to be up the bum. My Uncle Derek was found dead with a belt round his neck and a dildo up his arse. At his funeral, the vicar said we'd always remember him for his charity work. Wrong. I accidentally filled the Escort with diesel. She died. I always worry when a woman sees me naked for the first time that she's just going to scream and run out of the park. When I heard you could now be a sperm donor by post, I came in a jiffy. I've been trying to persuade my girlfriend to sexually stimulate me with her keyring, but she just keeps fobbing me off.